Aloha, Johnny. Here we are. Woo! Helmet review.
Helmet review, Timmy.
Well,
very important.
Very important. So we went out here. This video is going to be about a review of the Gath and the Tom Carroll helmets, what we thought about when went about purchasing these, and what our initial experience was this week. But first of all, John, why in the heck did we even start wearing helmets?
Well, Tim, as it turns out, foiling is a dangerous sport.
It is.
It doesn't matter if you're a beginner,
yeah,
an intermediate, or advanced. I've seen out here in Maui, many people come in contact with the foil and it's not pretty. So my journey to thinking about helmets happened not too long ago, and it resulted, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but that little third eyebrow I have is not a third eyebrow. I know it looks cool to the viewers out there, but it's actually a scar from when the back of the mast hit my head.
Yeah, it makes you look a little bit tougher, I think. And this next section of video, if you get squeamish in any way, shape, or form, please look away now, because we're about to show you the actual footage.
Open it up a little bit. You can see it's about pretty deep.
Oh, look at that! Oh, dude!
Hurt yourself surfing, and then while you're getting stitched up, you're still watching surfing.
All right, let's take the stitches out. Oh! And that was a pretty minor bump on the head. And the thing is that we're trying to figure out, does it make that much difference? Do you enjoy yourself less when you have the helmet on? You know, and you hear different things like, when you hit the water, does it fill up like a bucket and put extra strain on you? Can you hear okay on the water? And so John and I went back and forth, and I'll tell you one thing we tested. You know, we don't look particularly cool at any time. I don't think anybody has us at the top of coolguy.com. But I will still tell you, if you look at this picture with the helmet on. Johnny, here we are, day 2 of the helmet test. I'm going with the yellow Gath today. You got the Viking, but we missed having the visor out there, so I stuck a hat under the Gath, and you put a hat on top of the Tom Carroll. See how these things work.
There we go.
Yeah. And you look at this picture with the hat on. The hat definitely looks cooler. So we tried to, you know, find the right way to do it, but you know what? Maybe you look a little bit dorky, but you're gonna protect your noggin, and that's really important. And what you'll find is that you don't even miss a beat. So should we start with the Gath?
Let's start with the Gath.
Yeah, the Gath. This is a hard shell. Like, if something hits your head, I don't know what the impact force is on this, but most likely you're gonna be okay. Your face, as you can see here with the Gath, the face is still exposed. So anytime you fall off a foil in unfamiliar territories, first move is to get your arm up over your face. And if I'm in the surf and I take a fall, I'm gonna ball up in a little thing until I know where everything is. But at least with this Gath, you know you have a nice hard shell. What we actually did, and I'll show you a picture right here, is put a Half-Life Adventure hat, which is available for your purchase, underneath the Gath, which gave us a visor. Turns out going from hats where we're paddling out, it's really nice with the hat to cut down the glare. And so when we went to the helmet, even with this little small visor, that wasn't enough to cut the glare. So both John and I like having hats. With the Gath, we put it underneath. And I took a lot of falls. I always do. When I'm proning, trying to get into waves and everything, I didn't mind it. It was no problem. The other benefit, having a nice bright color like this, is you're visible to your friends and family who are on the shoreline, and your other foil surfers are around. So all in all, I give the Gath a big thumbs up. This is if you want, you know, pure protection, but I will tell you, it is a little bit heavier, a little bit more cumbersome than when we're looking at the Tom Carroll.
Absolutely. The Gath, I like the Gath helmet. The fitting on the Gath, I will tell you, Timmy, let me see that helmet.
You bet.
For a second. I'll swap you.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, so I got the Gath. Fitting on the Gath helmet, you want it to fit tight. How it works basically is you go try them on, or you can do the sizing on the internet. But you want it tighter is better than loose, because that's where you get the gaps. And so, you know, in some ways, you don't want any room front to back when you put it on there. It's okay, you might have some hot spots, or, you know, it's a little, you know, they pack out a little bit, but start out tighter. If there are hot spots, you can shave them down with a razor, but you really want a custom fit, and then this way it's not gonna suck water or anything like that.
Yeah.
The Gath being a hard shell is awesome. I particularly like it if you're winging and the wind's really blowing, because when that wind's blowing, you fall downwind of the board, that board can pick up. I've seen it happen before, and it comes across very violently. So this helmet's gonna keep you safe, secure. I think this is a good one to go with.
Yeah, and it's you're not wearing the helmet for the expected falls. Expected falls, you can kind of fall away from your gear and everything, just like we talked about in wake foiling, prone foiling as well. What you're looking for is the unexpected. Like, I haven't had a lawn chair fall on a foil since I've been foiling. Never, not once, until this trip. After I've done a ton of foiling, it's nice to have the extra protection. You know, and so you're doing that for the unexpected. With winging and high winds, you never know when that board might tip over and move, and you're trying to protect your canopy, and you're in the ocean, you have a lot of things going on. It's nice to know that you have the protection of your helmet. Even for some of you who are new to wing foiling in the ocean, getting in and out of the shore break, and we have a video on that, but sometimes that thing just tips over, hits you in the head, put a little mark.
Absolutely. Transitioning to the soft helmet, which is a good option. Thank you, Timmy.
You betcha.
And I'd also like to bring in the Coolness Factor.
Yeah, let's talk cool.
Okay. Well, I was really cool when I wore my hat. Still am. The viewers at home can see. When I put the hat on, I'm cool. I wore the hat because, as some of the viewers at home may have noticed, up here on the top of the head, I'm follically challenged.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not worried too much about being cool.
No, it's more of a natural sunscreen.
But I can tell you with the helmet, when I introduced the helmet into the lineup, especially this red one, I got called a lot of names, Tim. I got called Santa Claus, Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam.
Yeah. One hit helmet boy. I mean,
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
But it doesn't bother me at all, because the thing is, I like being safe, and I like foiling every day. So helmet keeps you safe. This helmet is from, where is it from? Fin Company out of, I think, Australia or New Zealand. Yeah. You may have seen Tom Carroll. I think he helped develop this one. Thanks, Tom. This helmet is absolutely awesome. This helmet is lighter than the Gath. It can roll up in your bag, easy to carry, keeps the sun off. Has this for the back of your neck. You're not going to get sunburned. Out here in Maui, though, I like having a visor. Helps keep the glare off the water. And so I take this helmet, put it on, nice and safe. I'll put a hat on top of it. And what that hat does, it helps me promote Half-Life, but it also helps me look cool.
Yeah.
I mean, look how cool I am. You know what I mean?
The picture of cool. Yeah. And so we found a way to make our hats work out there on the water. This hat, in terms of, you know, if you're traveling to go foiling in a place, and we all know there's weight limits on your bags, you have a certain amount of space that you can pack it in, you really want to have a helmet. This one is not as protective as the Gath, because the Gath has a hard shell, but it certainly is better than nothing. It packs away, doesn't weigh anything. I found one thing with this. There's a snap, and when I wore it and got nuked a couple times and the waves really tossed around, I didn't have both those buttons snapped. And the hat didn't, you know, the helmet didn't fly off. It just kind of got loose, and the Velcro will stick to your surf shirt a little bit. So just make sure you get that snapped twice. I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing John and I look super cool in these hats. And I would encourage you to, one, get a Half-Life hat that you can put on top of your Tom Carroll or under this. But two, wearing a helmet isn't a bad thing to do. You know, if there's any impediment, like you're not sure, I would say just go ahead, get the helmet, and at a bare minimum, wear it on those heavier days. when you're on waves that you haven't quite done before, when you're moving your way up into bigger waves, or you're wing foiling and you get into higher wind situations, go ahead, put on the helmet, protect your melon, because we love you, Half-Life Nation. We want you to stick around. We want you to have fun. We want you to see more videos of ours. We want you to come visit us in Maui, take a foil lesson, take a surf lesson, get out on the water. If you're on the lake, we do Zoom lessons. We're here to get you foiling. We want you to be safe. So please understand that this sport is, you know, it can be a little bit dangerous, but if you approach it in the right way, you can have a safe, great time on the water.
I'd add a couple things. Tim, I noticed since wearing a helmet, I've never once said to myself, you know, I'm sure glad I wasn't wearing a helmet. In fact,
true.
I've said the opposite. I've said I'm glad I have a helmet. The other thing I'll add is the helmet, Tim, brings me power. Pre-helmet, I was kind of a wuss. I'd have heavy waves. I'd be like, oh, you know, I don't know about taking the drop. Post-helmet, armored up, prepared for battle.
In it to win it, baby.
I strap it on. It's send time, baby.
Send time. All right, Johnny, thanks so much. Aloha. Thank you, Half-Life Nation. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Don't hesitate with any questions. We just hope that you get your stoke on, get out in the water, have a great time. Whatever water is near you, just get out there and do it. You never have a bad time. Until next time, this is two cool guys saying aloha. Johnny.
Yeah.
We're here. We're about to take out those stitches. How you feeling about this? You a little nervous?
I'm nervous. Yeah.
All right. Let's see how it goes. Are you gonna cry? You gonna tear up a little bit?
I might.
All right. Stay strong, brother.
Okay, thanks.